Despite her relatively small role in Shaun of the Dead, the zombie known as Mary has the darkest story in not just the movie, but the entire Cornetto trilogy. Edgar Wright, Simon Pegg, and Nick Frost's Blood and Ice Cream trilogy, aka the Cornetto trilogy, is a comedy masterwork, beginning in 2004 with the rom-com Shaun of the Dead. Now 20 years old, many fans still don't know that Shaun and Ed's first zombie antagonist has a chilling backstory. In the run-up to the film, the British comic 2000 AD published the short story There's Something About Mary, from Simon Pegg, Edgar Wright, Fraser Irving, and Annie Parkhouse. The 8-page story follows supermarket cashier Mary during the opening day of the zombie apocalypse, ending with her following Shaun and Ed home from the Winchester as a zombie. Their discovery of her standing in their garden the next morning is the duo's introduction to the undead plague in the Shaun of the Dead movie, where Mary is played by Nicola Cunningham. For many fans, this short comic was their first introduction to Shaun and the world of Shaun of the Dead, and it even shares some crucial details from the film from a different perspective. The 8-page comic is available to read for free on 2000ad.com. Warning, it's incredibly gory. Shaun of the Dead gave Mary a chilling origin. Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright's comic is a dark prologue. The comic opens with Mary working at Landis, a fictional supermarket that honors an American werewolf in London. Writer and director John Landis, while also referencing real-world supermarket chain Landis. Mary encounters Shaun on multiple occasions, running to Liz's house and later sitting near him and Ed in the Winchester. It's in the pub that Mary meets a sick man who asks her to help him find a doctor. Mary obliges, but the man quickly turns into a zombie and bites her. Mary then overhears Shaun and Ed singing Mel Mel's white lines, Don't Do It, an iconic moment in the movie, and follows them home. It's a tragic story in which Mary tries to do the right thing and ends up paying the ultimate price. However, the truly dark detail is the comic's other character, a large man who harasses Mary throughout her day. Following her after work, the man appears to be stalking Mary, and she actually tries to ask Shaun for help escaping him. However, Peg's character is in too much of a rush to hear her. When the stalker finally catches up with Mary, it's clear he intends to attack her, but instead the newly zombified Mary takes a bite out of his face. Fans of the movie will realize this is the second zombie who arrives after Ed and Shaun discover Mary in their garden. In her undead state, Mary unites with her would-be attacker to feast on the living. While the Cornetto trilogy isn't exactly absent darkness, Shaun kills his own mom. The World's End ends with a global disaster. There's Something About Mary embraces a grimy sense of menace that Wright's movies don't, surprising, since he and Pegg wrote the comic script. Nihilistic and skin-crawling, Mary's backstory evokes the traditional zombie movies that Shaun of the Dead lovingly satirizes, adding a truly nasty bite to a background character. Most distressingly of all, it emphasizes the humanity that Mary has lost once fans see her in the movie. Shaun and Ed confront an innocent woman and a dangerous creep but see them both as equally inhuman.